Everybody, it's me, Knight, and I'm going to talk a little bit about luminaries, which are the planets, and ley lines, right? Now, a lot of this stuff y'all may know, but I'm gonna explain this a little different, and I'm also gonna be talking about earthbound spirits, demons, just spirits in general, of all types, even if you believe in aliens, and also your energetic body, how your chakras and all that. And again, so hear me out. I'm trying to make this quick because, especially on TikTok, people would probably turn off the site, off my page before I even start talking. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm not using no slideshow either. So, these are the planets, as y'all know, right? And these arrows, you see how they're shooting down. This is supposed to be Earth, and these are ley lines right here, right? So as y'all know, when y'all walk on Earth, right, these ley lines are affecting you, right? No matter where you travel, wherever you go, it affects you, the animals, and everything. And these ley lines are also, a lot of people don't want to talk about this, and some people may not agree, but they are affected by the planets. Just like how our body's affected by the planets, this Earth is affected by the planets. Just how this Earth has a core, in a warm spot, we got our warm spot, which is our soul. So I'm bringing this all up because on our day-to-day, right, no matter if it's retrograde or just regular things going on in space, these planets are always affecting us constantly. And our chakras, as y'all know, are affected by each one of these planets. Our chakra is a representation of each one of these planets, okay? And they affect us day to day, right? Mars is constantly affecting our solar plex and our confidence. It's affecting everything. That's just an example. And it's also affecting the energy of the Earth and also our actions. So if we decide to have war or we decide to be hateful, we are now manifesting this negative energy. And if it happens to be a retrograde or some crazy stuff, all right, it's affecting that collective over there. So if this collective decides to be shadowy and dark and be malevolent, even if humans are not trying to do this, it doesn't matter. If the government tries to do this and we're not able to rebel and get out of that, we're going to get karma living in that country. On top of the ley lines affecting us, on top of the negative energy. And say if we're a negative gossiping person who just likes to talk crap about people, our vibration's low. So not only that, we're getting affected by negative spirits that are going to try to attach to us. This makes sense? And so that's just in that one place. So all this is happening simultaneously. So as these planets is hitting us, affecting each one of our chakras, other than us being affected by all our family influences, whether it be karma or good things, and also being affected by the luminaries and each other's energy as we walk by each other day by day by day, and also animals and things of that nature. We have all this stuff going on. And so I'm only bringing this up, especially those who maybe beat themselves up about meditating and trying to awaken their third eye. Look what you're facing. You have a lot going on. It's not saying we cannot get balanced, but there's always something going on. Because one thing that you can promise on Earth is always change, right? Change and expansion and new things going on, whether death or life. It's always a constant state of rebirth. And these energies are constantly bombarding us all the time. Other than, the elements, fire, water, air, earth, we own this in our own spirit, right? And so this is always going on, as y'all should know, right? But what y'all don't know is, I'm pretty sure y'all don't know, right? And if you do know, take this as a reminder. I'm going to wipe half this board off. The planets are still going to be in here, but just make an example. Excuse my drawing. I'm just going to make some stick figures and make this real quick. I'm trying to short on time, so, all right, do this, right? Do this real quick, right? So right now, say if you are arguing with somebody, right? And their vibration threw you off, right? And I'm going to draw these little stars right here, these little black stars, so you understand what I'm talking about. I'm being real quick because time is limited. So, say you and this person, this you and this other person arguing. Now, you done shifted your energy. So you're positive, right? But y'all are arguing. If y'all argue too long, right? These little stars right here, your angels, they want y'all to calm down. But say if you're a person that has a tendency to get angry quick, your vibration is dropping as you're talking. And then all of a sudden you got these little shadowy negative spirits coming around you that you do not see that's going to attach to you. And what's going to happen is these angels are going to kind of get spacey. They're going to kind of distance themselves off because you're not listening. And they're going to let you face your karma right there. Even if you get, screwed over or beat up or knocked the hell out, right? And because they don't want to get tainted. A lot of people don't talk about this. Angels can protect you. They do guide you. But I've noticed as we get older as humans, we become really ignorant. We become kind of mean sometimes. And our soul is being tainted because all the experiences we've had, we haven't healed. And we haven't healed. Now we're going to be perfectly healed now when we leave Earth. We're not going to be perfect. But if we don't do some type of healing, it kind of like messes up the connection with the angels. So it's good that humans are being awakened right now to try to do better, right? But to me, a lot of the collective in the world is not doing a lot, right? As far as in positive energy. So I'll give you an example. When you're born, your angels is like right there most of the time. Boom, right there. Unless your family has a lot of karma where it affects your life into such a heavy state. But most of the time, the angels will rescue you immediately. But as you hit 10, 12, and 13, especially when you get to high school, you might start getting, how can I say, peer pressure, influences, right? And now you're starting to do bad stuff. Your angels, instead of them helping you within 10 seconds or a minute, they might not come through until 10 minutes later. They still helped you. And if it gets worse and you start becoming like prone to alcohol, becoming alcoholic, and all this other stuff, they might help you like less. That doesn't mean you won't get saved, because you're always going to get grace depending on your karma. But they might start backing off, and then you're going to have all these negative spirit attachments all attached to you. And then you go get a reading from somebody, and they're like, oh, you got a lot of darkness or malevolent energy because this is happening. And your angels are there, but now you probably got like, by the time you like 30, you probably got like 8 or 10 attachments, and you still got the same 2 to 4 angels around your ancestors. It doesn't mean they're not protecting you. You're always protected, because they're always going to heal you. But what they want you to do is face your addictions, face certain issues you have. You know, you might have a gluttony problem or an addiction to drugs or whatever, and this spirit is always bombarding you with thoughts to like keep doing it. So other than the chemicals or stuff that you may be taking in or drinking, these spirits are constantly bombarding you, and these planets are constantly shooting karmic energy and also good energy to you, constantly affecting your chakras. And the earth is constantly shooting this ley line energy is going through your body constantly over and over and over, on top of what you dealt with in your past life as karma or good karma. And you're constantly going to be meeting like-minded people and negative people all the time, and being influenced with other people's ideas. And mind you, your aura is at least at the minimum 6 feet, if not bigger, depending on how you vibrating. So you got all this stuff constantly going on top of higher beings trying to come in here and help us out and tell us to do right. And then you got the evil, negative, malevolent energies trying to tell us to do one thing. And all of them are doing their part to test us out to become better people, technically, right? And it just makes sense. So it doesn't matter if people selling them souls, whatever, it don't matter. Even the people getting their souls sold, whatever, they're still going to get affected by all this stuff. It doesn't stop. Even if you believe in aliens and all that, it don't matter. They still going to get affected by this. Even if they got a different chakra alignments, it doesn't matter. Those energies are not more powerful than the luminaries. These are energies. These are luminary bodies, energies, planets, right? So that's what I'm being told, and I've been wanting to tell y'all this, and not that y'all know this, but take this as a reminder, because a lot of people get mad, like, why my life messed up? Why I keep meeting bad people? Yeah, a lot of it's kind of out of your hands, and they have designated times they like to drop off stuff. So like at 30 years old, Jupiter might want to shoot you some positive energy unknowingly, right? And you might have had a bad stroke or bad luck for 30 years. But then all of a sudden, when you 50, you might get bad luck, right? And you be like, what did I do to deserve this? I did everything right. Well, nah. Saturn remembers what the hell you did in your last life. It's how to get this karma. It's trying to get this work. And you got to face your fears, right? But it's all for a balance. You might not have seen spirits your whole life, and then all of a sudden 50, you're seeing all these negative spirits. Now you got, because maybe you have all these attachments that you done had with all these people. You know, karma has a unique way of playing out. You think you're going to get faith in karma now, it might come through your kids. You might have to see your kids suffer. And your kids came here to be an example for you to love more. Doesn't mean your kids deserve this, right? And they might not remember that, and they be complaining about their life. So I'm only bringing this up before we complain about our lives a lot, which we have the right to do to a certain extent. Be aware, as a reminder, this is all going on simultaneously, other than the government and the powers that be trying to do stuff to us. And a lot of the people who are powers that be above the government know about these things, and even more than what I know. And I don't know everything, but the little I do know, I'm trying to show y'all in less than these 10 minutes. And I'm not going to make part 2 unless y'all have questions about this. But this is the bigger deal. When you fight or you got negative thoughts, these spirits come around and feed off you, right? You can even have lost human souls feed off you. Like if you're at the bar and you wonder why it's hard for you to stop drinking, you actually have humans, not demons, but humans that miss the urge to drink. They might have passed away in the bar, literally. And they be standing around you, draining your energy. I'm telling you right now, there's always constant stuff going on, chaos and balance constantly. Even in the graveyards, you got spirits going at it. Back and forth. They're not demons, humans. They don't know what the hell that they want to transcend or not. We got so many things that we got to battle. So I just want to say this, and I may make a part 2. I don't know, depending on how I feel. But hey, this is my video, and blessed be everybody. Blessed be.